We're going on a blackberry hunt. They are going off right now. They are actually perfect. So me and the pups, we're gonna get some goodies, huh, babies? I hope you have been well. I've been pretty good, but to be honest, it has been kind of a shit show recently. A lot of things have shifted in my reality, and the universe is really asking me to step up my game. So that's where I'm at. So today, I wanted to just organize my thoughts, get connected with nature, have a sweet treat like a blackberry, and just connect with you and talk about some things. So one of these things that the universe is asking me to upgrade is the way that I react to another person's shadow element, their shadow side, their negative polarity. And I'm like, why? I'm human, I'm going to label things black and white. I'm going to live in the negative and positive polarity for the most part, right? And the universe is like, no, actually, you don't have to, and you shouldn't. Because here's the thing. What happens when we don't choose a side? We stay right in the middle, right? And what does the middle represent? Balance, equilibrium, homeostasis. So I'm going to use an example, and this is actually what literally happened to me. I have a friend who is an acquaintance. Recently, I heard a lot of negative gossip about this person, and I was like, you know what? I could choose to totally listen to this and take it on and identify with it and, go ahead and label this particular person as bad. There's a lot of evidence surrounding this, and apparently other people are choosing to do so. That is in the eyes of other people. So those opinions are based off of other people's perceptions and their experiences, right? So this sort of kept coming up over and over. And I, like I said, she's an acquaintance, so I do come in contact with her every now and then. So I was getting to a point where I felt pressured. It was like, wow, do I really need to choose the negative polarity and identify her as bad? Or can I actually just have a neutral stance and let her show me in her own way who she is? I would like her to represent herself to me for my own experience. As time went on and I started to interact more and more with this individual, something kind of miraculous started to happen. She started to shift pretty dramatically in the past few months into a very deep, compassionate, loving, wise soul. And there is no arguing that. Yes, has she made mistakes in the past? Yeah. Who hasn't? And yes, do other people still not like her? Yeah. But in my experience, in my reality, I've gotten to have the richness and the gold of allowing this person to evolve through holding space for her. When we choose neutrality, we can actually hold space for the possibility for that person to evolve into the positive polarity. So this was kind of a tricky lesson, because we are in a dualistic paradigm. We're rising out of it, of course, into the fifth dimension where everything is one. Everything is in unison. But it is very beneficial for us to, take the stance of knowing that, we don't really have to choose. We don't have to say that something's good or bad. We can just see it for what it is, have that equilibrium, and just be at peace with whatever is. It's been very healing to know that I don't have to be so rigid. You know what I mean? Because definitely I've been in that place where I wanted to just cut people out. If they do me wrong, it's 3 strikes and you're out kind of a thing. That's just so painful for everyone involved. And if you think about it, if you really think about it, where we're all headed is to the same place. All of us on a soul level, we're coming into oneness. So it's like we don't have to be so rigid, and we can become more flexible, you know? Accepting people's shadows is probably the hardest thing that we're going to learn in this lifetime. That unconditional love and forgiveness, compassion. I think a big part of it too is that when we see another person's shadow, we're actually projecting a part of ourselves. And so when we hold space for another person's shadow, we're actually holding space for our own pain. So it's really beautiful to see what happens once you disarm the other person by releasing your negative projection of them. You see what I mean? It's like you give the negative polarity ammo when you continuously project onto another person your own pain. So when you can clear out your own screen and begin to hold space or sort of accept another person's shadow, just allowing it to be, you know, that's when the other person kind of disarms. They get disarmed because you're a clear screen and what you are projecting is clear. So it's really cool to be able to do that, you know, and it's cool to be able to let go and to detach from the pain of another while accepting them and just allowing them to be.